Storm game. Hello everyone, we're watching msrm down in the bottom. It's not a corner, so I can't say bottom left or bottom right corner. Just down in the bottom center is msrm on the Infernals, and up here is me on the Celestials. Looks like I'm going for Argents. Yeah, just seeing if this will work on such a long map. So this map is made by Aureil. I've already forgotten the name of it because my memory is like a sieve or a colander, you know, one of those metal things with holes in it. And msrm going for the fast iron vault into a conclave. There it is. And I'm just rushing those Argents across the map. It's a very long map, so you've got all of this distance to traverse before anything happens. You have 5 Stormgates in a horizontal line, and I actually really like that about this map. I think it's quite neat. You have a double luminite mine base here. You have some therium in the back there as well. So pretty interesting resource kind of allocation after the after the mid game is the only time you'll be thinking about taking these bases. But this could make the difference between winning and losing the game, right? Like being able to continue making therium units or not, or just having an enormous amount of luminite. Aureil's saying that he fixed the therium. That's here because before it was really hard to click a prism on the therium. It was too close to the trees. So he's just saying he fixed that because that's why we're doing this. We're testing it, making sure that it's ready for the tournaments. There aren't any weirdnesses that need to be dealt with. So the Argents come in eventually. So like, let's actually just see here. The Argents are coming in at... It's going to look like 1 minute 10. Scarlet Isle. There it is. That's the name of the map. Scarlet Isle. So it's kind of a sandy, watery aesthetic, and I like it. It looks good. It doesn't look like I don't have any issues of how it looks. It's got some cool stuff in the middle there. And yeah, it looks like at about 1 minute 10 the Argents arrive, so a little later than the other maps, but still pretty decent. Like decent enough that if msrm didn't rush the Iron Vaults and Conclave, he would be in big trouble here. So able to expand behind this as well. And this feels fair, right? Like it doesn't feel too oppressive. It's good that there's some early unit interaction, but msrm shouldn't like take critical damage here and lose the game. So like this is fine as a meta, I think, that there are early units here, but the rest of the units aren't going to get that quickly, right? So it's much easier for msrm to defend than it is for extra pressure to be added on. The only reason that there's any pressure is because Celestials has had to sacrifice early game economy. And here I am, I'm taking the double luminite base because I'm a clown and I want to do some fun stuff on the new map. So I said this was late game stuff, but I'm doing it at the 2 minute mark. Just taking the double luminite whilst pressuring with Argents. msrm getting up some luminite in his pocket base, and against Celestials you're not that worried. Celestials don't have a dropship, so they have no way of kind of harassing all of their units. They can get the octopus guy from the Stormgate, which is nice, of course, but there's no real threat. Like Seraphim are the closest thing, but they take like 6 or 7 shots to kill an imp now, so not going to be too useful there either. Don't quite get that gaunt, sadly. This imp, did I see him? I don't know if I saw him. I'm trying to sneak a third base. What a greedy guy. I already have my third array on the way, and there he is. He snuck it. He's managed to get it. Do get that gaunt in the end. Passive healing was not enough to save him. And no therium in the pocket base. So for Infernals, this is kind of a nice base.
A Stormgate will activate soon.
Wait for that lady to stop talking because she's probably quite loud. And yeah, no therium, but enough to get your luminite up so you can get more production, get another base up. And no therium here either. So both of us playing very low therium, but msrm will have access to this. My next therium is this one, most likely, so pretty hard to get on top of that. Did get some heals from the Arc ship as we walked round like this, and you can see this pretty cool thing here. You can see this is quite a nice choke point on both sides, so quite scary to get trapped here, but it's quite hard to set up that flank as well to get units on both sides of these chokes. msrm would have to walk all the way around here and then come crashing on me. So it's kind of safe to poke in and out with this Stormgate, which is nice. msrm does get the Stormgate. Pretty normal. for Infernals to get. It gets the Faerun, which is always a big problem. I'm over here with my Strike Node trying to hold down the fort on this double Luminite. We still have a very hard working chamber on this side. So it's kind of a tunnel map, so it's hard for run-bys. You can send them via these different avenues. I wonder if it's worth even blocking this off with buildings so that any run-bys have to walk around a lot, because my main is very exposed here. I'm saving Sovereign's Watch on it, but if there's enough units, they will be able to take down this array, no problem. But I've gone for the aggressive forward position here, taking the double base and able to keep coming in with Argents and poking. Remember, the Infernal player, he doesn't have anything really to catch and chase Argents. Brutes are slower than the Argents and Gaunts are the same speed, I believe. No, also just 5 movement speed, so also slower. Oh, no, I think I have my power shot off. No, I don't. It's on, okay. So that's the nice thing about Celestials, is that you have no real threat of being hunted down. It's not like there's a bunch of dogs or overcharged Bobs workers that are going to surround you and stop your escape. And as long as you have somewhere to fall back to, you should be okay. So we have this nice fallback area with the strike node. And we're able to keep poking and prodding with the Argents, which acts as scouting, right? Because the opponent has to reveal their unit composition to deal with the Argents. Brute speed comes in and now everything does change. I can't go poking around with the Argents because their Brutes will stun and kill all of the frontline Argents. So now I'm really stuck. But we use the timing there. Before Brute speed is available, we want to be active with the Argents. And now we need to tech into something else, because Argents are just not going to do it against the Brutes. msrm coming in for a 4th Shrine. Has his 3 bases saturated. And we have our glorious power bank station here. Starting to mine this Therium in the back there. As I said, the next Therium is quite far away when I'm doing this, but you know, this is a cool feature of the map, is the double Luminite, so it's nice to see it being used here, and I imagine there will be plays being made around this in the tournament games.
A Stormgate will activate soon.
Now this Stormgate is quite interesting. It's in Sovereign's range, and I don't know if the Sovereigns will target a Stormgate or not. I will probably find out in a second. So there's Sovereign's Watch. And there's a nice choke point here for Celestials, right? Like, the Brutes aren't going to fit in too well here. 2 strike nodes now are helping out. And yeah, my Sovereign's Watch is now latched onto the Stormgate, which is quite funny. So no risk of the Sovereign's Watch damage being wasted. And the Stormgate almost going our way already. As Kree are bumbling around. This Faerun is still alive. Necrolusks, yeah, nice. Necrolusks immediately popping in on msrm's army. So you can see there, msrm, he doesn't know it's going to be that, but he's already there. The one in the back probably didn't do anything, but the 2 in the front got some nice damage out. And this is kind of a RNG gamble you kind of have to take, because if I popped anything else there, then msrm would have killed it instantly with his army. But since I popped the Baneling unit, now he actually lost a decent chunk of his army. And this will happen because there's a higher chance well, actually there isn't, right? It's a higher chance there are Necrolusks than there aren't, so maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Still though, Infernal units doing well. I'm struggling to spend my money here. If we could spend some of that money, it'd be great. Okay, there we go. 8 Kree popping out at a time. But Necrolusks or not, still hard to take good trades against the Inferno P here. And we do have enough cream, we should be able to kind of surround and kill some of these Hellborn. They're the target here, we kind of just ignore everything else, because they're very expensive. They are quite tanky, but you know, compared to how much they cost, they're not. So they're great targets, and we do get all the Hellborn, which is great. And now Celestials need something to deal with a potential dragon, because it's already 9 minutes into the game, and the dragon could be coming out. We have no idea whether or not that's in the cards for msrm or not, but it could be, right? Instead we have a couple of Magmadons by the looks of it. And just the fact that we're able to take these resources is quite a positive, because it means that there's no way the opponent will later on in the game. So there's no fight for these resources later because they've already been taken. So that's a big point there. It is luminite though, which is not the one that you want to be slurping up. Ideally you slurp up the therium from your opponent and force them onto just luminite units. Of course, just luminite units is brutes for Infernal, so it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not bad to have 200 supply of brutes. Three are coming on in, they're probably going to try and see what's going on. We see the Twilight Spire. The assumption is that that's the first one, and the reason is there's not more of them. Like, if there were 3 here, the assumption is that there's already another one somewhere. Because you don't usually build like 3 Twilight Spires at a time. Unless you think they're countering Archangels or something. Do actually manage to wiggle these guys into the pocket base and kill 6 workers, which is nice.
Dimensional rift detected.
And you can see even for ground forces like slipping in here, it then just takes msrm way too long to get in there. So whilst that was happening with the Kree, we dive in with the other Kree. It's mostly just Kree, let's be honest. We're trying to cause mayhem. So you can see msrm did a really good job with the way he built his base. These gremlins are just stopping me from moving around easily. I think they're worse than Fellhogs. Fellhogs were absolute goats at stopping units from getting to where they wanted to go. Even one Fellhog would often stop an entire train of Kree or something, Argents and Kree, from getting where they wanted to. Gremlins, I guess because they're range units, don't block nearly as much. So hard nerf to Infernals with ranged Fellhogs now. Stormgate over here is kind of a big question for both players. msrm sending some Fiends over there. Fiends absolute kings. Killing Stormgates, especially if you drop the effigy and start getting their armor shred debuff on them. But msrm not doing that yet. Too busy trying to fight more Argent Kree. So moving into Magmadons, I've noticed msrm do that more and more as he's trying to get onto the Magmadons with the tier 3 upgrade. Seraphim showing off the Fiends, and Seraphim obviously also very good at killing Stormgates. That's what their energy is for, is to do the basically a power shot that's specific to Stormgates. It used to be on the creep camps, of course, but now it's specific to Stormgates. So they still have their function of kind of mediocre air unit that shoots down, but also specifically good against one thing, which is Stormgate killing. And you can see we're kind of chipping away here. Once these guys come here with their energy shots, they'll start progressing forward. But it's still not incredibly fast, as you can see. It is the tier 3 one. We had the Faerun, then we had the Necrolusks, and now we have the tier 3 one. So this is the toughest one to break. We did it with 6 Seraphim after some Fiends had already munched on them. Main array being lifted to the pocket base, and this Therium is being mined via this Therium Purifier, whilst the Prisms are homeless here from this array. So pretty nice for Celestials to be able to do this kind of thing. Once this array is up, these Prisms will mine that as well. Oh my goodness, I missed all the action. Talking about Prisms and stuff. Alright, let's see what's actually happening in this game. Dragon is out. We've got a decent amount of Magmadons. Actually, a very decent amount. 8 Magmadons. Ay, ay, ay. Dragon, this isn't an msrm move. You will send the dragon by himself, see what's up, poke at some prisms. Argents try and catch that. Do a decent chunk of damage. Do a very decent chunk of damage. Kills the dragon, but then there's 8 Magmadons. And that was 100% worth it for me, surely. 1 dragon for my entire army? Doesn't get better than that. Fuck, dude, look at this shit. Oh my goodness. Not like this. So that's one map-specific issue I have, is that msrm bullied me with his dragon and then 8 Magmadons killed my entire army for free. There should be a little water slide where my Argents can take it down and return back here or something. I make sure to talk to Auriel about that. He's also a Celestial main, so maybe he'll be partial to this. Ay, ay, ay. I forgot this happened. Why am I casting this game? That's so embarrassing. Here comes my Storm Caller from the Stormgate reward. It's called Dimensional Storm. Oh no, it's AFK. Okay, it's back in the action. Get him, boys. This thing can be really good. It can, but if it's in a big open space like this, it's not going to do anything. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, we've been had. I mean, the 8 Magmadons were enough. Where's my GG? Oh, I did say GG. Okay, okay. Good. I wouldn't have left this game without GGing, surely. And there it is. So this is another cool map. Scarlet Isle by Aureil. I do like it, but I just hate... It's my least favorite because of the pocket base and how exposed it is to air harass. I just think that makes it much... like, it removes a lot of strategy when you have to build 3 strike nodes here or 3 towers to defend air units. But generally it's fine. Like, it's still a good map. Overall, it's still a good map. I like the way the Stormgates are positioned in a line like this with these tunnels. That provides for some interesting decision making. I like this big open space where you try and defend your double luminite. This is quite interesting as well. Hard kind of traps here, as we saw with the Argents and the Magmadons. Choke points around the Stormgate, favoring range units, etc. Also favoring wraparounds with fast melee units. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's another map I hope to see on the ladder, as well as all the other custom maps, because there really hasn't been like a bad custom map yet. They've all been fantastic, so credit to everyone that's making maps right now. And yeah, that's all for me. Like and subscribe.